in progress.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our weekly webinar. My name is Eben. If you're not too sure who I am, I'm from Hik-League, and I'm here to tell you a story. Right, so story time. No, I'm just joking. It's Friday. Load shedding is still here. If you're watching this in the future, we still struggled with load shedding at this point of time. Anyway, enough with the negativity. Let's get cracking, eh? All right, so for today, I wanted to bring to you guys a little bit more about the CCTV side on the IP cameras, the different ranges, what's to follow, what's coming, what's happening, what to expect, just to give you a little bit of a heads up front line, where it's going. All right, so getting started in that, we're going to first of all look at a little bit of the network camera product line and then a little bit of the new features of what we call our smart hybrid light cameras. And then just some additional stuff there under it's supposed to be a little bit more, but we'll get into that just now. All right, so just starting off on our D-type network cameras for our roadmap, that's just under those type of grouping of clients that normally uses these type of products. First of all, I would like to focus on the value series. The value series, obviously, they are from 2 megapixels, 4 megapixels, 5, up to 8 megapixels. Yes, you get them in color view as well, and they will have the G2 at the end, or, as normal, that will be for the second generation, right? And then next up is the AccuSense side, which is under our, 2 series. Guys are very familiar with that. So that obviously the same range when it comes to the cameras, but obviously with AccuSense. All right. And then we have the bigger models itself with the lifeguards. Those are the ones that are built in with the sound, with the microphone, with the speaker and everything else. So it makes life a little bit easier. I wonder if I can move my camera to the other side. What would that do? No, it won't. So I might need to hide my camera so you guys can actually see it. I don't know why I cannot see it. Let's just see. Can I add more? You're still not going to see that. That's a bit of a problem. But at least you guys can see me. I saw in some of the videos, I was very, very far away in the little picture. But anyway, moving on. I'll minimize that picture just now so you guys can have. So you'll see also in the more advanced series itself, especially after the different options that we have. So they grow bigger models, especially. So we have like the 3 series here, as you can see with my mouse, and then we have the normal 6 series, and then we carry on the 7 series, and so manufacturer, we push forward ahead. So we have the lifeguard, the panoramic view, the color view, and then obviously right at the end, the new generation is going to be the hybrid, the smart hybrid light. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit about that. We put that little thing back there so you actually have some sort of person that you can actually look. All right, perfect. Camera's back on. So just getting started in that itself. So the reason why we brought this out is because there's some people that need these type of equipment. Not saying that all of them are going to be smart hybrid light. This is a separate section itself to help certain environments. So the reason behind it is some people don't want that supplement light to be on 24/7. They want the supplement light to be there to give colorful image at nighttime, to define different colors of what the person was wearing or what the person was driving, whatever the case is. Right. So with IR, it's kind of difficult because IR will give us a black and white image. But with color view, we need that colorful image. And sometimes there's not enough light, so you need a bit of supplement light. So those are the little blocks. And unfortunately, I did ask for a camera and I didn't get one. So my apologies. I'm not sure exactly what the holdup was on that, but I would like to show you guys. It looks like the normal cameras. There's no real difference. The only difference is it's got built-in IR and a supplement light. Right. So those are the two main elements out of it, right? And we're going to get cracking on the rest of it. So imagine now having that smart hybrid light where you have a camera. At nighttime, it will give you a black and white image itself, as you can see in this picture. And then obviously, if there's somebody that's walking there, it will trigger and will give you that nice light. So a lot of the guys are familiar with the IR side where it's like normal, like I said, black and white, just as it is. That's the infrared light helping you. So if we don't have the infrared enabled on these cameras, then obviously you're going to see just a black image and you won't be able to have any image quality at all. And obviously with a white supplement light, it allows us to see different colors and it takes more information in. So now with the new models that you're going to be seeing, you're going to see that there's going to be three different options. So either you enable infrared light or white light or the smart function itself of that itself. So you'll have the IR built in, you'll have the supplement light underneath the cameras and everything built into it itself to make it much easier for you. All right. Moving on from there. So like I mentioned, in that mood, you have that normal black and white, the white light if you need it, but now you have a combination of both. So it's not just in the normal cameras itself, it's also in the security side itself. So when it detects a human or vehicle, the supplement light will basically be enabled. That will grant you a colorful image for that time period. So I know we're hammering on this, but I just want to focus on the fact that there's no light there. You know, it's a normal environment, IR is there, and then all of a sudden there's an intruder. You have the supplement light, which will allow you to be able to show that through to make sure that everything is nice and neat. So to demonstrate that, I've got a little video here for you guys to showcase how that would look like. So at the moment, these models that you'll be receiving is under the motion detection 2.0. We are bringing out it in AccuSense and obviously other models as well. So please have a look at this video. Can you guys see everything? Okay, let me just remove my camera there. Look like. All right. So yeah, we have a normal element where the IR is on. We have a person that enters into the field of view. The camera detects there's motion and the supplement light goes on. And now we have a colorful image. All right. There we go. Thank you, Jade. So that gives you the idea of showing you the different colors, and then it will go back into the infrared because there's obviously nobody there. Right. Going on from there, as we mentioned, just to clarify that normal area, motion area, straightforward. The other reason behind that is sometimes some clients want to make sure, whoopsie, some clients like to make sure that we have that element of, we don't want the supplement light, we don't want to be noticed of where, whatever the case is, who's there. Some people get irritated. As you can see in the picture here, if we have IR on, it reflects back towards the camera. This basically causes that we can't see the registration of the vehicle, right? But if we have the supplement light on, we can actually see the registration of the vehicle, which makes it so much easier, isn't it? All right. So there's multiple different clients and different applications where they would like to use this. We just thought of maybe there might be clients that need these requirements. There are been companies that's been asking that, especially in factories and certain residential areas. The other thing about it is also, from a security point of view, sometimes you don't always want to light up that certain area, but once somebody walks there, you want the light to go on, but you want to see color and detail itself. So this is where this basically comes in. So it's not just on the normal supplement lights, it's also under the security protection of that environment itself. Okay. We obviously use the supplement light, which is flexible under the hybrid side. We also use that F count and that bigger size, sensor itself on the cameras. We use them through the motion detection for perimeter protection under motion 2.0, and that obviously would work under your Hik-Connect app. So where can we use this? Like I mentioned, whether it's factories, residential factories or restaurants or, different type of shops, definitely this is ideal because sometimes they don't want to just light up the area. They're saving a bit. The reason also for this is obviously with the supplement light, it draws more power, more wattage. So if you do have backup batteries or solar system, whatever the case is, those kind of things nowadays is kind of important. We can obviously use it in residential area or perimeter protection for some sort of businesses. It all depends on where that location is, right? So whether it's urban environment, urban locations, same scenario. You want that 24 colors, but you don't want them to see that, the supplement light is on and etc. So just to quickly run down on that while we're on this topic before we... Yes, right. So here's a scenario for you, right? We have a farmer and he has a house and he has a power from Eskom, and we all know how that is. It's lovely. It works all the time. No, it doesn't. So if you go to the client and you ask the client, okay, you want colorful image, the client will say yes. The best is to say, okay, fine, because of the energy in that area of the lights, do these floodlights outside the farmhouse, do they stay on 24/7? No, sometimes they are off or load shedding. So then we need to find a light or camera that will be able to give us that supplement light. So I'm just focusing on the supplement light now, first of all. So under that supplement light itself, it provides more light for that environment, right? So then you have another farmer that has a solar system with backup batteries, and you ask him, listen, do these outside lights when it's dark, do they go off at any time? The farmer says, no, man, they can stay on for weeks on end, no problem. Then you don't need really the supplement light because you have that colorful environment area where there is enough light. So the reason and the technology behind the supplement light is to provide additional light for environment that might need more light in order to have the color view camera with more colorful image. Makes sense? All right, cool. So next up is obviously, like I mentioned, in later stage upcoming is the ones with the lifeguard, with the AccuSense features inside them. So not just motion, it's also going to be AccuSense. There's going to be different models of cameras, different F count, different megapixels. Keep that in mind. Can you guys see there? No, you could not see. Okay, let me just show the cameras at least so you can see. And then later on, we're going to add them even additional ones with lifeguard features. So I'm sure some of you might be familiar with the lifeguard features. That is where we've got the built-in speaker and microphone built into it with flashing lights in order to scare off the intruder itself. Right. And then next up is regarding the megapixels itself. The pixelated, there are different resolutions regarding that. So if it's a 2 minute. Okay. My apologies, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just fix this. Yeah. Load shedding. As we are talking about it, I get load shedding. All right. Let me just quickly sort this out and close that one. And then we extend it to display. Come on. Show it. Now my monitor is not showing it. Okay, let me try and use it that way. 2 seconds. My apologies, guys. This is the world we live in. these things do happen. Where were we? We were down here. Okay, so that should pop up any second now. Okay. There we go. All right, cool. So, okay, we've been there. So let's just go to the next one. So it's got that built-in lifeguard features and everything else. So we've gone through that. All right, so the next is the megapixels, right? I just lost my mouse. All right, so the next is the megapixels itself. Under that megapixels, for what we are doing, we are basically focusing on the fact that we have 2 megapixels. And under that 2 megapixels itself, we can basically focus on the fact that under the 2 megapixels, whoops, I went to the wrong slide. My apologies. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. So we can see the resolutions under that 2 megapixels, right? So under the 2 megapixels, we can also see what the resolution is under 4 megapixels, 6, and 8. So it all depends on your application of how many resolutions you want of that picture of the image size that you need. So this is kind of like important. So when it comes to that, you know, for that kind of a situation, the best is to focus on the fact that it's not just the pixels, and people get that confused. So if you have a 2 megapixel camera and you take a snapshot of that recording and you zoom in, then it's going to be distorted and pixelated. And in our training sessions, we focus on that. So I want the guys to just focus on the different models of cameras that you want for the quality of that image that you need. That's the most important thing for me. Yeah. All right. Secondly, is to say that in that hybrid versions itself, that smart hybrid light, we are going to be bringing out 6 and 8 megapixels under the value series models. They have a nice F count and they will be using motion 2.0. So stay tuned. They are coming out in the value series as well. All right. Then under the, just to wrap it up, the flexibility of that compared to normal cameras, I think we've covered that enough. We don't need to go into further details. Right. So the next up is the type P, which is going to be in a different category, which is our new 3 series camera. Some of you might be familiar with it being called a 3-line camera because we could only draw 3 lines or 3 intrusions. But under the 3 series now, it's changed completely. So in that series, I see that they jumped the gun. We do have, my apologies, I don't know why the slide is not showing that information, but just quickly going forward to that. In that different models and series, we also have the cameras and the PTZs and the tandem views. So those have also different lighting for that smart light, that smart hybrid light that's going to be focusing on. That's going to be a low lux environment cameras with built-in dark fighter technology as well to give you colorful images. Not just in the color view cameras, it's also going to be focused on the dark series, the dark fighter series as well. Right. Moving on from there, just to showcase the different models under the 3 series itself. So really, it keeps on jumping. So under those 3 series itself, there's going to be different model ranges that we're going to be focused on, especially in the 7 series and the 8 series, especially when it comes to the tandem view versions itself. So the 3 series is going to be a lot more. Yes, we are pushing for 12 megapixels. As you can see in the 7 line, there's going to be, of the 7 series, there's going to be 12 megapixels. They are coming soon, right? So that's our really good quality. And then moving on from there, there we go. So the next is under that 3 series, there's going to be a different model that we're going to be focusing on. And that's going to be the G2H model. The H stands for the HEOP. The HEOP is a software-driven platform, that's ecosystem that we can basically share with public and other companies, right? This allows us to use this product with third-party application. So whatever the third-party application, and just to let you know, yes, it's going to be also under that smart mode, under the smart hybrid light with that white light mode and the smart IR, everything built in, right? So there are different models, but they will have at the back end the H. So I want to focus on that H a little bit more for you guys, right? So this is kind of cool because the key features of that is not just all the different features, but also to be able to include third-party platform algorithms itself. There are multiple different companies that would like to use this. So we open up our platform in order for them to use our cameras. All right, so moving on from those key features, moving on. So when these companies are focusing on different, maybe facial reading for facial capturing or whatever the case is, perimeter protection, retail solutions, people counting. So there are different applications that can be used in that specific H model cameras, right? This allows us to take third-party programs and overlay it onto our, or using our camera, working together to find better solutions. So in that industry itself, we have different clients that would like to use it for big conveyor belts or for different options for solutions for maybe warehouse solutions or some sort of security solution. We've got companies that's partnering up with us for gun control to be able to detect firearms. We've used this in our robotics industry, etc. So there's quite a lot that can be done with these cameras. So basically, if anybody wanted to know, I'll show the website just now and you can go a little bit further. We launched last year in November, we launched the HEOP 2.0, which allows us to use that new platform itself. So with that technology, we can use it in the medical section, like I said, warehouse, mobile vehicles, whatever you would like to do, whatever your company is focusing on, this will help your company even further. Using our cameras with that language platform barrier to export that language towards what is needed. So I would like to share with you guys quickly how that website looks like. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see if I can pull this in. Boom. All right. I think you guys should be able to see that. Let me just double check on this. There we go. All right. So if you can see there we go. You can see. So under this website, if you wanted to know where that is, let me just accept all cookies. If you wanted to accept, just go to Hik-Vision HEOP. It will take you directly to the website. This is the new version. So with this platform, you can log in, you can create your own account for your company. And this allows us now to do so much more by whatever platform, whatever result that you need. So for the guys working with this, they would see that, okay, fine, you know, there's so much more applications that we can use this for, using that 3 series camera on the new IPC cameras, helping us to develop so much more technology, right? So you can go through the platform on your own. It's at the moment under network cameras, access control, and thermal cameras itself. Later on, we'll be able to use it for NVRs, for recorders itself, and also fish eyes. I don't think we can show that because now this little logo is in the way. Let me see if I can maybe scroll to here. Let me just close that. Can I do that? There we go. So fish eyes as well in future, it will basically be added on. So if you're interested in that, there are multiple different companies, like I said, that use this cameras with this type of technology under the HEOP 2.0. So this allows us, and if you wanted to know what that actually means, there's the long terminology for that. It's the Hik-Vision Embedded Open Platform. So if you weren't too sure what that meant, my apologies. All right, so there's multiple other companies that have used this already, like Falling Down. There are maybe There's algorithms that we have where if for nursing homes, if the patient has left their bed and after 5 minutes are still not back in their bed, alarm will go off. If the patient is in the bathroom for longer than 15 minutes, alarm will trigger. So there's quite a lot more that can be done. There's always a need for some sort of algorithm, for some sort of software for, I wish the cameras could detect this, or I wish the cameras can actually give us a analytic for that or trigger for that. If you have an idea, come here, do your own little homework, register, and then, you know, partner up with us. Who knows? All right. So you can enroll for those different courses. All right. Later on in future, we'll definitely have under the e-learning platform, we'll have courses under that. All right. And then just to go back to that features of what we were discussing, like I mentioned earlier. So there's quite a bit that we can do. And then next up, very importantly, where are we now? Just quickly open up that and then go to the next one, which is importantly, thank you to everyone for. So for those of you, now that's me in the background, camera forward. Yeah, look at me, camera. There we go. All right. For some of you that's not sure, if you would like to ask any questions, please stay behind for the Q&A. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for joining. Please look out for the Hik-League. It's that purple logo feature. And if you are not familiar with this at all for now, let me share that with you guys. Please visit our e-learning platform. Where is it? Visit our e-learning platform. Underneath the e-learning platform, go to your Hik-Vision section. Overview. I'm looking up. My apologies. I've got a very big screen in front of me. Yeah, which is 4K, by the way. Just putting it out there. All the different courses are there. We've got a promotion at the moment that we are running these courses for self-paced learning for free. So please do yourself a favor, go and visit it. Enter to learn. You need to register by registering an account that's there. Once you've registered, it will ask you to enroll. You don't need a verification code after that. I'm not saying when you register. When you register, you need a verification code. It will email you a verification code. If it doesn't, please look in your spam box or maybe look at your firewall on your emails itself. Majority of people have asked me already, some companies, especially with their company email addresses, they get blocked. So the best is have a look, maybe if not working, try another email address, get that verification code. Once you're in there and you're under that course, you need to enroll for that course. Don't ask for a code for that course, just enroll. The system will eventually accept you or a trainer will accept you. And once you've been accepted, you can start learning. By learning, you need to go through the videos, do the quiz, get your credit. If you have 9 credits or whatever the subject is, or 12, whatever the case is, get your credits, get enough credits, do your exam, pass it, get your certificate, and you are then, through theory, a certified person when it comes to CCTV. All right, and other courses. So have a look at that, join up on that, please. It's kind of fun. There's a lot of knowledge. I just got back now from a little, from a big city area. Apologies, please don't shoot me. A big city area called Rustenburg. There's a bit rusty there. Anyway, so I just went there. There's quite a lot of information to be shared. Some people have the knowledge, they have the understanding, but there's a lot more that we can train and teach you up on that. All right. So for the rest of you, stay behind for the Q&A. Let me close there. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you guys obviously next time. Cheers.